Alright, no car stuff this week, or at least it's the last end of the week. We're going to go do the other end of everything horsepower. So we're headed for Ancaster. We're in Ancaster now, just pulling in. And we're going to show our horses, and I'm going to show a little mare that I've won a whack load of money on for the last time. More than likely for the last time. She's just been great, and she's getting a little age on her. We're going to start breeding her because she's won so much money that it's time now. She's really been a horse that's for real, and I'm going to regret not having her show in a lot of ways, but on the other hand, I guess she's earned a break, and we need to be seeing the other side of those genetics. Apparently they've got me closed out of this place. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to make a little video of horse show stuff and see if we can make something that anybody wants to watch. Just as a little change of pace from the car stuff. So, see how this goes. This is the Ancaster Fairgrounds. They just built a new big indoor arena here, and I guess they're pushing a little harder for the horse show thing. It's actually a pretty nice place. The footing is not awesome for doing our sliding stops, but we'll get through it. Everybody's on the same footing, so you know I don't really care. It's equal playing field for everybody. But I'm hoping that we have a good outing with this mare for the last shot. I can win one more major with her. I'll try to win the maturity, and then from there we'll go to show her little sister, and we're gonna maybe get our first big event win with her if we're lucky. She's the next generation coming up. Sure would be fun to do something good with her. It's a pretty good spot, isn't it?
Yep, it's a good spot.
We get pretty good stalls because my uncle's a sponsor. We're right up there close to the show pen. This is the pain in the ass of horse showing right now, is getting ready to unload and get our stalls all set up. I actually like it the least of everything we do, but it is what it is. So last year I sold my wife's horse, or was it last year, year before I sold my wife's horse. So she's had a little break, and then with COVID and everything, she didn't show. So she's had a pretty good break from the show pen. So we decided to put her on Rio. Rio's a pretty neat little horse, and he shows easy, and I thought she'd really enjoy him. The only thing, the little horse actually really impressed me in one way this weekend because we found out on the way home, I just didn't think there was something right with him. And I met up with a vet on the way home, and I had some blood pulled, and he's got tick fever. So we need to treat that apparently, because he just felt a little bit lazy and a little listless in places, and he just wasn't himself. So anyway, I guess we're going to get that dealt with. Hopefully, I've never dealt with that in a horse, so hopefully that gets cured. But because Rita really fits well with him, and she's going to have a good time showing him, I think. So next up is my turn on Cody. And this is the little mare we're talking about in the intro. That's the young sister to Sparky, the one we're going to show later on in the maturity. And little Cody, she's just been a super nice little mare. And she's a little bit behind just due to circumstances, but just very, very, very willing and smart. She's a 4-year-old mare. And we've been able to win a little bit with her, and I'm just trying to step her up now and get her ready where we can go and show her in some of the aged events and try and win some decent money with her. But she's definitely hasn't disappointed me in any way. And she went ahead in this class and she won the class and won a check, so she's got a great little start. And we'll try and get her finished up and try and get her ready to go to the big stuff here next year. I'm hoping, and this year we have one more show where we've got to go show a 4-year-old derby in the end of the year. So I'm kind of hoping to have her ready for that. And that's apples to apples, because these derbies, when you compete with a 4-year-old and you're against a 7-year-old that's pretty savvy, you get your hands full. So I think this little mare is going to do quite well in the 4-year-old derby. I'm pretty excited to go try it, and then next year we'll definitely have her ready to rock, and we'll put her in some of the bigger derbies and go have some fun with her. But because she's got the stuff, she just is green. She just looks more like a 3-year-old than a 4-year-old. But I think we're going to get through that, and she's definitely willing to let you work with her, and she's definitely got the ability. So I think we're going to get somewhere with this one, and I think she'll make a great replacement for Sparky, and we'll see how it goes from there. So on a whim, I entered Rio in the Derby, and knowing he wasn't right, but I entered him, and I really hated to pay the entry fee, but I tried it anyway. And it worked out pretty good, but I gave him 5 gallons of oats and vitamin B12 and all kinds of stuff, just trying to get a little energy in him. Really didn't know at the time he had Lyme's disease, but I was suspecting something, especially after this run. So I went ahead and we got reserve champion and won a pretty good check out of it, and the old boy kind of felt like the old Rio again. So this is the run that got me thinking something is not right. And because when he had that much stuff in him, he really should have been, most horses would be a little hard to handle. And he wasn't. He still wasn't 100% himself, but he was good enough to get a check and good enough to show me that he's still got it, and we need to find out what the heck is wrong with him. So we went ahead and did the test and just got the results now. We haven't started treatment yet, but apparently tetracycline and then something else is supposed to clear it up. Again, I have no clue on horses. What Lyme disease is, it's hard to get rid of if it's been there a while on people, I know. But it sounds like it's treatable on a horse, so I'm hoping it is, and I'm hoping we can get him healthy. And here's Miss Sparky. We call it barn name is Sparky. Registered name is Surprisingly Smart. And we've won over 32,000 on this mare now. She's just been a super nice mare. Had a hell of a time getting her started. When she stopped 4-footed, and I mean, she would hurt you. And I gave her to my buddy Matt. He blamed me for not being able to have kids for a few years, because I think she might have hurt him a little. But by golly, when she learned to stop, she never forgot it. And we won a lot of money stopping. So this little mare has really been out there, and she's done her thing, and she's done it for a long time. And I hate the fact that that's my last class. But it's going to be fun showing babies from her. So you got to move on. You got to go to the next generation. So this is her last run. And she won this by 3 points, I think. So she still got it. You know, and some of these horses, when they get a little older, they can start to anticipate and cheat you a little bit and that sort of thing. And she was pretty honest, and she really felt like she could go back and do it again. We were treating a real big hoof crack on her, and I just think that, you know, for me, it's just time to retire her and start breeding her. And we've got young ones coming to replace her, so this is the last trip.